This is a wild fowl egg. It was found right here, 6 feet underground in volcanic soil. The only problem is, every year people die doing this very job. Papua New Guinea is known for 3 main types of geography: the highlands, the lowlands, and here, the islands. Right now we're on an island known as New Britain, all the way to the east side. Not far from here you will find Mount Tavurvur. Not only is it a mountain, it's a volcano. How do I know? Well, it exploded recently, causing all kinds of chaos for the local folks here.
Today, I'm on a mission to explore the islands of Papua New Guinea and to see how food here is different from anywhere else in the country.
There's a unique type of bird that is laying its eggs in the sands of the volcano. There are people here whose job it is to basically dig up those eggs, collect them, and sell them. So this is a very unique food that I must try.
And by the end of this video, I'll confront this show's most challenging food yet. A dish so extreme that it might just break me.
This is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen or held in my fingers.
But first, breakfast at Kokopo Market, the largest market on this side of New Britain Island. It's the best place to get to know the local food scene.
Right beside me, you can see a vast selection of some of the foods available here. They've got rice balls, they've got fried bread, and they have something here called, can I hold your sign? Thank you. Sausage flour. These are big, beautiful red sausages that have been covered in a batter and fried. Can I hold your sausage flour? Thank you. To me, it's kind of like a Papua New Guinean corn dog. You've got the dog and you've got a little bit of batter. It's not exactly made with corn flour. It's not exactly thick, but it's their way of doing the corn dog. Let's go for it. That's a respectable wiener. I like that. Heavy, super greasy. It's got a nice skin. As you bite through it, the skin kind of snaps back. And then the flour part is just like a little bit of a bonus. I wouldn't even say it's really crunchy. It's kind of cooled down at this point from the point at which it was fried at her house. Did you make this at your house? Yes. She made it at her house.
This unusual little sausage is today's appetizer, preparing my palate for a day of unique island dining, including this, a soup wrapped inside banana leaves.
Ladies, put her there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is local guide Elizabeth and Kokopo market manager Sylvia.
You're kind of an administrator for the market. What do you have to do?
Looking at foods and the qualities, make sure they're right.
Maybe I'm an administrator. Do you eat it too?
Yeah, sure.
I'm an administrator. I'm not getting paid though, that's for sure.
Under Sylvia's watch, Kokopo Market has become a go-to hub for freshly picked vegetables from local gardens and scrumptious seafood plucked from the nearby sea.
How long has this market been here?
It's located at roughly like 20 years. It was once been a Rabaul town, and after the eruption, they all moved here.
Sylvia is recalling Mount Tavurvur's volcanic eruption 30 years ago, an event that destroyed the former capital, Rabaul, and that forced over 50,000 people to evacuate and rebuild their lives. This time, further away from the volcano.
From that time, have people started building again closer to the volcano?
Yes, sir.
This could happen again though, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Although Mount Tavurvur is still active and potentially dangerous, locals still keep going there. And soon, we will too. I'll explain why soon.
But first, this. This is a food known as Karakap.
Karakap.
This is a coconut-based soup, traditionally cooked without a pot. Instead, locals arrange coconut husks in a circle and layer banana leaves to form a cooking vessel.
Is this a food that you grew up with?
Yes.
Starches like bananas and sweet potatoes go in first, followed by pumpkin leaves and fiery hot stones. These stones serve as the only heat source to cook the food through. Coconut milk is splashed all around the greens. Then smoked tuna is added. Finally, the entire bundle is wrapped and sealed with coconut husks, allowing the heat from the stones to cook the ingredients within.
Pumpkin tips, banana. This is what we plant in the garden. Fish, which is bought in the market.
So it's a food that uses all the local ingredients that almost every person here might have access to.
Yes.
Once cooking is complete, the food is portioned into serving-sized bundles that end up here at the market. The question is, did all that soupy coconut milk leak out on the way here? Let's find out. But before we open it up, I want to tell you why therapy worked for me. Brought to you by our sponsor, BetterHelp.
In my 20s, I had some real struggles. I was drinking more than I should have been. I was struggling with the same relationship problems over and over and dealing with emotions I honestly had no idea how to handle. Like many of us, I kept pushing these issues down, hoping it would somehow work itself out, but it didn't. Not until I decided to make a change by going to therapy. Now, years later, I realized that having someone to talk to back then would have made all the difference. An objective perspective could have helped me spot patterns I never noticed and create breakthroughs that took me years to reach on my own. And that's exactly what you're offered through BetterHelp. They connect you with licensed therapists who know what it's like to work through tough issues, whether it's stress, anxiety, relationships, or anything else weighing you down. Getting started with BetterHelp is easy. After a quick questionnaire, you'll be matched with a therapist who gets you. You can then choose the way you want to connect, whether it's through video, phone, or messaging. And if your first match isn't quite right, switching therapists is easy and free. BetterHelp even includes a built-in journal for reflecting on your thoughts, and it offers group sessions on topics that might resonate with you. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5-star rating on Trustpilot, it's clear that BetterHelp is making a difference. So if you are ready to work on whatever's holding you back, go to betterhelp.com/besteverfood or scan the QR code on the screen. Use the code BestEverFoodReviewShow for a special discount on your first month of therapy. Take that first step toward feeling better. Now, back to the show.
Stella, thank you for joining us today. We have our food right here. This is very mysterious for me because I don't actually know what it looks like at all. All right, so I popped the top. Oh, you have it on the table.
Put it down.
You don't want the soup to spill off.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. But there's liquid too. It's like a milky white kind of coconut juice. This looks like 2 strips of fish. Pretty conservative, small pieces of fish. And then a lot of vegetables. But then under that, you will find the bananas. So what do you start with when you eat this?
Banana.
The banana is still quite hard. It's smoky. Some coconut dripping off of it. I would love if it was boiled a bit longer because it's still very hard and a bit dry.
But the thing is, if it boils a bit longer, it gets really dry.
Oh, more dry?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. And it's pretty hard to swallow.
Yeah, the information and this literally.
Okay, greens.
I like this. We're saving the protein up. Oh, this is a lot of greens. Here we go. The greens are delicious. Smoky. Everything has an air of smokiness to it and very fibrous, but good because there's a lot of flavor in there too. The greens really soak up the kind of broth that's made from the fish and from the coconut juice. This is really excellent. How often are you eating something like this and what is the occasion?
This is like an everyday occasion.
Daily?
Yeah, you can have it for dinner or lunch.
Compared to the highlands, where the staple food is Kaukau, seasonally paired with red fruit and pork.
Right here, 2 halves of the pig.
Or the Sepik riverbanks in the lowlands, where every meal revolves around fish and sago.
Do you ever get sick of fish and sago?
No, we don't have vegetables. This is our daily food.
The island diet is heavily influenced by the coastal environment.
One of the differences we have is we cook with coconut. The other difference is banana. They have potatoes, we have bananas over here. The other difference is a form of greens that we have.
It is not only pumpkin tips, it's karakap, kagwa, buara, cabbage, a lot of greens.
I gotta say, usually I would mock the vegetables, but they taste excellent. From there we have the fish. Let's give it a shot. Tuna also a bit dry. I think the fat's kind of cooked out of it, but it does have a nice flavor, but the flavor is reminiscent of a canned tuna.
Right.
Okay, you want to drink soup? Just break little from the leaf.
She's fashioning a bowl out of a leaf. She scoops of the coconut broth. That's real nice. Smoky, a little bit of sweetness from the coconut, but not overpowering. It's not a strong coconut flavor. And then a little bit of flavor from that smoked fish too. One of the reasons I'm very excited to be here today is because we have gone to the highlands, the lowlands, and now we're here, a different type of geography. And already being here, I can see the food is different, people look different, the hair is different. When I was walking around the market here, I noticed that some folks have kind of blondish hair. At first, you might think they dyed their hair or bleached their hair, but even you have some kind of semi-golden hair. Is that natural?
My natural hair is black. I just dyed it.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, you're really helping my point here.
Some, they have natural hairs.
The colorful natural curls you see here have no connection to the European continent. Instead, they represent a unique genetic variation that developed within Melanesian groups, like the TOLAI people of Papua New Guinea.
People that are more to the seaside, they have this pigment of hair, which is orange or yellow. And the one that are more to the inland, they have like dark pigment hair.
Unless they dye it.
Exactly.
Aside from their striking blonde hair, the TOLAI in New Britain are also known for a daring tradition, digging for wild bird eggs at the base of an active volcano. I'm headed there now to learn how it works and to see if these exotic bird eggs are indeed worth the risk.
Eremia, Pidil, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm happy to be here. This is very exciting because this is my first time sourcing food from the base of a volcano.
Right now we're standing at the base of Mount Tavurvur, an area defined by its bumpy terrain and the shallow pits created by numerous past egg hunts.
So let's talk about the eggs. You're after eggs from what type of bird?
Wildfowl, what they call it a megapode.
Megapodes are nicknamed mound builders because they bury their eggs underground, relying on natural heat for incubation.
They dig right down 6 feet and they lay the eggs and they fly back again.
Oh, this is so confusing. Because if the eggs hatch and the bird is 6 feet underground, how does a bird come out?
He can find its way to come out.
So it'll dig its way out?
Dig its way out.
Whoa, these birds are ferocious.
For over 30 years, Pidil has been hunting down these underground nests and collecting the orphaned eggs, a prized delicacy that he'll sell at nearby markets like Kokopo. But with great reward comes even greater risk.
Could this volcano erupt
Yes,
anytime?
anytime.
If that volcano goes off, what happens to us?
We can go to the boat and we escape from the volcano.
Okay, I thought we would die. We won't die?
We won't die.
But the danger is not just that we're near a volcano. There are people who have died doing this job, right?
Yes.
When is the last time you heard of somebody dying doing this job?
Just last year,
Last year.
yeah, young man, yeah, he was alone on the side. So when his friend came, they saw the spade on top. They start to look around for him now. They start digging, they find his leg.
It's unreal.
I know many people, they already died. They don't clear the top, and when they dig, the soil breaks down and cover them.
Wow. So I think in a moment you can show us how it's done and show us your strategy for not having it cave in on you and how you are now able to do it a little bit more safely. And I got you. Should I tie a rope around your ankle? What do you think?
It's okay.
Pidil, you're in a hole.
Ready to dig now.
So first you go with the shovel until you get about 6 feet deep, right?
About 5, and then I'll use my hand to find the eggs.
It looks like what he's doing different now from what guys have done in the past is he's not tunneling in. He's not creating a narrow hole. If it caves, it just caves in around his feet, no danger. Now, it's probably a bit more work and a bit more effort, but a lot more safety.
Yes, the bigger the hole, safer is it. Oh, I just break one egg.
Oh no, show me, pick it up.
Oh,
Like lighting a $20 bill on fire.
yes.
Oh no! We got the egg right here. It's bigger than a chicken egg. The yolk is on the inside. That's definitely not edible.
A broken egg isn't enough to discourage Pidil. It may even signal that he's hit the jackpot.
I think I'm gonna start using my hand now.
Although a megapode lays just one egg at a time, it returns to the same spot and can lay up to 20 eggs during its 7-month nesting season.
Do you know what direction to dig, or are you just guessing?
I know what direction.
How?
I'm following the holes.
You can feel where the old hole was?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh, is that a bird?
yeah.
No way. This is so awesome. Can I hold it?
Yeah, you can hold it.
This is nuts. You didn't plant that there.
No, no.
It's brand new. He doesn't look injured, but he looks weak.
It doesn't fly yet. It will take 1 month or 3 weeks.
So do you sometimes see these guys just walking around?
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
Baby megapodes often spend over 2 months in their cozy shells. Once hatched, the loose soil allows them to breathe as they make their long journey to the surface.
We find them, we just let them go to lay more eggs for us to dig in.
Did you want to name him or?
No, we can't name him because they are just the same. They're all
John Doe?
black.
That's fine. Black Lives Matter.
Despite the scale of egg collection, megapodes are not in danger, but rules have been put in place to control overhunting.
You stopped. Did you find one?
Yeah.
You got one in there?
Yeah.
Deep in that hole?
Can you see it?
I'm afraid if I step too close, I'm going to cave it in.
I just grab it, huh?
Yeah.
Your sadness in this bowl.
Okay, that is...
That's how big it is.
Would you say that's 1.7 chicken eggs?
Yes.
It's longer. It's oblong.
Some are still bigger than that.
On a successful day, Pidil can collect up to 10 megapode eggs, each earning him 2 kinas or 50 cents at the market. That means his income can actually be higher than the regional average.
Oh, there it is. Another one. Same big hole, different tunnel on the bottom.
Next, you're going to see that these megapode eggs are nothing like chicken eggs, and that includes the risky business of cooking them through.
Is it true that somebody came here once, fell into the hot spring, and got injured?
Yeah, one Japanese guy fell into the hot water. This side here was...
Medium rare?
Yeah.
This natural boiling pot forms when subsurface water, heated by magma, rises to the Earth's surface through underground cracks. Pidil simply drops the eggs and some bananas into the steamy, bubbling water. 20 minutes later, and lunch is ready.
We're gonna work our way up to the eggs. I do want to try a banana cooked in a sulfury hot spring. All right, so I'm opening it up. That's good. It's starchy. It's nothing like a banana that folks might know in the USA. And people might go, oh, it's a plantain. No, it's different. It's not sweet at all. It's basically a potato in the shape of a banana. So that's our first food. Moving on from there, we've got this. So before you cook these, I notice you tap them, you break it, and then you put it into the water. Why is that?
If we don't crack it, it's gonna take us a very long time.
Oh, even longer?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna slowly try to take the shell off. I'm hoping I can get the whole, uh-oh. All the white is coming off as I peel it. Oh boy. Oh, people online are gonna be like, no, you're supposed to tap it and blow into it. I'm giving up on the white part. It's very thin, but that whole thing is the yolk. What the? That, it's like a paste. It's like a medium boiled egg. It's not all the way hard, but that is a big yolk. This is a very new experience. It is similar to a chicken egg yolk, but it's lighter, it's fluffier, it's slightly dry, but not chalky like a chicken yolk can be. This is amazing. Do you like it?
I like it.
That's a good yolk.
After trying those golden fluffy eggs, Pidil poses something a bit more challenging.
Oh my God!
An exotic delicacy that few on this island have tried before.
I see a black feather already.
Partially developed megapode eggs. On top of that, Eremia has invited us to a family gathering at his home. There we'll cook up an entire pig the island way.
Guys, welcome to Mumu Round 2. Now, this word might be familiar to you because we already did a Mumu when we were in the highlands with the Huli tribe.
Papua New Guinea's national dish is the Mumu. Pork, sweet potato, and plantains all cooked with hot stones. In the highlands, they sear the pig's hair like this.
They build a fire, they put 2 big logs on top of it, and then they roll the pig back and forth using bamboo to scrape the hair away.
Here, they build a bonfire.
And that's what you're seeing behind me right now. They are completely incinerating this pig. It looks insane, and soon they're gonna scrape everything off.
Upon butchering, the TOLAI people collect the pig's blood and intestines, mix them with a basket full of local vegetables, then wrap all that in banana leaves and set it to the side. While the Huli men simply split the pig into 2 huge chunks, our island hosts divvy it into smaller portions.
Right here we have some limbs, there's ribs, and everything is coming over here and getting wrapped up, ready to be put under hot stones. Ma'am, take it away. This part of the process includes wrapping everything in a banana leaf. And no, this isn't for Christmas, but it's the next best thing, because this is a whole freaking leg that's gonna be cooked using hot stones. She closes the entire thing using the spine from the leaf to wrap it and tie it shut. And soon, that's gonna head with all the other meat into the Mumu. Oh my God, is there a hurricane coming? Ellen, if there's a hurricane, will you protect me? She said no.
Alongside the meat and the blood dish, our cooks wrap up some taro and sweet potatoes to provide some essential carbohydrates. Now it's all set for cooking.
Our Mumu is about ready to begin. Right here beneath me, we have dozens of blazing hot stones. It is hundreds of degrees right here. This leg will have to be amputated soon because right now it's medium well. We have the food going on right now. All these packages contain different parts of the pig, including one that is full of intestines and blood. We're gonna be trying that a little bit later. All of these are headed onto this layer of blazing hot stones. Can I put one? Is that good, Ellen? Okay, she said it's okay. Ellen will not validate me.
Once all the food bundles are in place, the women add more hot stones and cover the cooking pit with thick layers of banana leaves. In the highlands, they cover the Mumu with dirt, but here, some large metal sheets will do. In a couple hours, we'll find out if this pig cooked all the way through. For now, Pidil and I are about to share an extreme island meal that few have tried before.
Can you tell me what we have here?
Some eggs with baby wildfowl that are ready to hatch.
With no hot springs in sight, Pidil opts to wrap these semi-developed eggs in banana leaves, then toss them over an open fire.
Have you had this before?
No.
Nice. I cannot wait for you to open up an egg and look into a little bird's eyes and then eat it. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait to see what's in here.
This one.
Oh, this went from roulette to slots because you just hit the jackpot right there. This is a semi-developed wildfowl bird. You can see part of the embryo inside of the egg. Oh, wow. So I think that's the head.
That's it.
How do you feel about that? I know it seems unfair that you have to go first, but later, when we open our egg, it could be way more developed than that. This is not bad. Would you say that's about half developed?
Just the beginning.
Oh, easy. Please, enjoy. Yeah, make sure you get the head. Did you get the head?
Half of the head.
Yeah, good. Bite it in half.
Delicious.
You like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Pidil, go for it. Okay, let's see what's inside there. Oh, yes, that's even more developed. You can see it looks like a little shrimp. It's all curled up, but it looks very soft, actually. All right, Pidil, try it out. Oh, he slurped it up. What do you think? Is it good?
Good. It's better than yesterday.
But you've had that before, right?
Yeah, very nice.
I'm gonna try now for myself. Oh, I see a black feather already. Oh my God, it has thick black feathers here. Oh boy. How many days do you think this is away from hatching?
1 week.
Oh my God, I don't want to unravel it. That's the head. Oh no. It takes a lot to make my stomach turn. I don't feel good right now. Is this a local food?
Only the people who dig the wildfowl leg, they eat that one.
So only people like you?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna eat a chunk and see what happens. Why are you two so happy right now? You're sick. What is that? Tastes like chicken. That's fun. Oh, it's warm, a little greasy. There's some feathers in there. I don't recommend eating that. There's bones, but they're a bit soft. But some bones are big. Oh, like here's the bird head. Oh, man, I did it. Are you proud of me?
Yes, we are proud of you.
Thank you. I just needed some validation. Pidil, if I give it to you, will you finish it?
I'll finish it.
Please, I feel full suddenly. He's saying the only people who really eat this are those who dig up the eggs, and this guy's an egg digging expert. Well, I can't say we're blood brothers, but I do think we're bird brothers now. Greasy handshake. Yeah.
While I trauma bond with my egg-eating companions, the women are unearthing our main course from the cooking pit.
All right, folks, the moment has finally come. I'm here with Ellen. I like working with Ellen because if I try to be funny, no matter what, she always looks like that. Here, we have a whole pig leg that's been roasting for a couple of hours under those hot stones. She is the one who wrapped it moments ago. Now she's unwrapping it, and we are seeing if it's cooked all the way through. I gotta say, that looks pretty good. Oh wow, the meat is juicy. I can feel the skin very gelatinous. The bone is sticking through right here around the cankles. From there, the hip bone. The hip bone actually easily coming out as the meat breaks down around it. Oh my gosh. I was gonna have you use that knife, but we don't even need it, Ellen. Here you go. Look at that smile. That is a very good start, but we have a lot more to unpack and a lot more to see. Dominic, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, yes.
Joining me for this feast, Dominic, a tour guide with nearly 20 years of experience, along with Travis.
Travis, you've been our fixer for the long duration of this trip. For about the last 2 weeks, we've been working together, and now we're finally culminating our epic journey here. For you personally, what would be your favorite chunk of animal?
The ribs.
Should we start with that? I'm gonna rip this rib right in half. Oh, rib by rib. There's so much succulent, delicious, tender rib meat. That's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It is amazingly tender. On the skin, you can still feel the hair a little bit, like when your wife doesn't shave for a couple weeks. But on the inside, the rib meat is tremendous. It's so succulent, and it's hard to believe that all this is just done with stone. Travis, you are Australian, but you grew up a lot of your life in Papua New Guinea.
Yes. My father came up to work for the Australian government, so I really had all my younger formative years in PNG.
For you, how old were you the first time you experienced the Mumu then? You must have been quite young.
As a small boy, I would wander from house to house, even people I didn't know, and without fail, they would always feed me. If I was lucky enough to stumble across a Mumu, then yeah, without fail again, they just always give you a bit of food.
So when you experienced your first Mumu, do you have any distinct memories of that?
I think the big thing with me was the smokiness, that really distinct smoky flavour and the blend of the flavours. So whether you had the vegetables and could taste a little bit of the meat,
Sure.
you have the meat and you can taste a little bit of vegetables.
Right, there's some gradient of flavor that spreads between everything. And then you basically just go body part by body part. You can rip off some pieces of the head if you want to. There's a leg here somewhere that I was gnawing on earlier. That being said, there's something unique here we haven't tried yet, which is this right here. It's like you put a brownie recipe into AI and it got it completely wrong. This is blood, but then there's plants in here too. So it's basically a salad?
Yes, salad.
Nice. Have you had this one?
No, this is new to me.
New to you. All right, give it a shot, boys. Cheers. Okay. I taste the plant matter more than anything. It tastes like a wet fall day in Minnesota. Like decaying leaves. It's a strange flavor, but then I'm getting a little bit of that crumbly blood in there too.
There's an aftertaste coming through with the blood.
Yeah, true. A little iron in the aftertaste. I got some intestine right here. Chewy, soft. It's like the calamari of the pig.
It's not bad. Dominic?
Hey, we only tell the truth on this show.
I'm used to it, so it's okay with me.
I have a little bit of a serious question as we wind down our trip here in Papua New Guinea. This has been a very challenging journey for us. Part of it is due to infrastructure in the country. The places that we're going to are far away. A lot of driving and flights, a lot of logistics in general. It's certainly not the most convenient country to travel within, but that doesn't mean it's not worth it. So my question to you is, in spite of some of the challenges people might face when coming here, why should they still come here?
Something I always say is this, there is no better time to travel to PNG than now. Tomorrow could be different. I always advise travelers that come to PNG to travel with an open mind. Itineraries always change. Whether you like it or not, it has to change. You know, if someone dies along the way.
Well, they got dark really fast.
No, I mean, like if you are, following your itinerary and there's a death in the village, you have to be ready to cancel that part of the trip and go somewhere else. But why people should travel to PNG is because it's just unique in its own way. You get a lot of natural and authentic experiences than you'd probably get in some other countries. We have over 800 plus different cultures, languages, and you can see the preparation of the food is totally unique.
Yeah, I think the beauty of Papua New Guinea is that it's raw and untouched. It hasn't been exploited with tourism. You're going to get the authentic, raw experience in PNG. It's a really genuine place at the local level. So I'd certainly advise people to get out, experience the local PNG, the real people, and the beauty of the place.